General Hospital Spoilers tells us that, as we all know, back in 2015, when Drew was still new in Port Charles, he was married to Hayden. She claimed that Drew wasn't Drew, rather he was her husband, Jacob Barnes, and that he had been hit by a car and had an accident where he had to have extensive facial reconstructive surgery. Hayden went the whole 9 yards. She even provided proof, a photo of them together and a marriage license. But later we found out that this was all a ruse, that Rick had hired Hayden to pose as his wife so that he could get Elizabeth all to himself.
But it still stands that Hayden did a lot of lying, and not just simple omissions of truths or clever little white lies people tell in order to not hurt someone's feelings. She straight up fabricated things that weren't real. All for Lansing coin. And at what cost? Why, Drew's personal happiness, of course. Not to mention she embezzled from GH while she was working there. So seriously, why is she back now? Just to stir up trouble? You wonder, but since things are heating up on GH, it begs the question. Apparently she's hinted that the child she and Finn had died, but there's no proof of that, and she doesn't really wear the mantle of grieving mother well. Anyone who is as in love with Finn as she claimed to be, waiting by that fountain for him, would still be distraught over the memory of their child together if the child was indeed gone. Here's an idea: there's a spoiler going around that Drew was the true founder of DOD, and we don't really know much about his life prior to 2015 other than what drive.
Here's the million-dollar question: now that Hayden is back in town and Finn's been bombarded by the old feelings he used to feel when he and Hayden were together, does this spell doom for his relationship with Anna? Say it ain't so. They just go together. Things look like they're about to blow wide open with those two, quite honestly, because if Hayden is lying and the child she had with Finn is still alive, then Finn is going to feel some obligation toward the child. Will Anna be receptive to Finn having the kid in his life if they're the ones getting married? Anna's a mom, so it looks like she will understand on the parental front, but she's been so hesitant to trust him, and her view of marriage aren't exactly the greatest. Would she be up for being a step-parent to a child that isn't hers?
Hayden embezzled money and was involved in a scheme with Rick Lansing. Anna works for the WSB. The two could not be more different in their life choices. Would that conflict with a possible co-parenting arrangement if this child was indeed still alive? We shall see. Stay tuned.